oil under another person's feet.
Mm.
Because you dissolve so much. But I don't know. I'm losing myself a little bit here, but you still get it. Like, you still get it. You know, like, it's good. It's good after a day of sleeping. Me, I don't want to work right now. Like, you're not supposed to be doing all the stuff I'm doing enough to move around. Like, I want just to go. Like, that's why I would like to be in India. I would just have to talk like that, and people would bring us mango. It'd just be like, here's a mango. You don't have to do nothing today.
Right.
You eat a mango, and then if I can sit down and you just like wait for someone else to ask you a question at some point, and then you just answer the thing that breaks their brain. But I don't know. Yeah. It's funny. This discussion made me feel so whole and so separated at the same time.
That's good.
And wait, that's good. And it makes sense because through all this, it's feeling both polarity at the same time. Like they should dissolve into one, but you should be able to feel both at the same time. Because it's one body, it's like feeling the whole Tao as one, feeling the yin and the yang.
The real question is why not? We are beginning a walk to the sauna, and I just stepped in a puddle. See, this is why it's entertaining, because you never know what's gonna happen, and this may be absolute garbage that means nothing to you, or this could be the greatest video ever, because in fact this is God happening right now. This is creation unfolding. And I don't know about you, but I don't see anything more valuable than creation unfolding. So I'm not gonna try here, because trying would imply that there's a separate person and entity that has to try to do something. So I realize that doesn't actually really exist, but the real question is, who was that I that realized that? Is that I even real? Or is there even a real I? I mean, these are important understandings to fathom. And yeah, I mean, self-inquiry, right? Who am I? Is, I would say, the most important question that one could ask themselves, and really finding out who you are. And to share this is to share that what I've come to realize, what I have come to realize, is that there's only one I. There's only one being. There's only one self. We call it the I or the I am, but the point is that there's a consciousness, there's an awareness, there's this silent screen in which the dream is coming and going. But who is it that is witnessing the coming and going? I mean, doesn't it make sense to really understand who you are before you go about your day any longer? Because once you know who you are, you will celebrate in happiness and joy that your newfound discovery is what you've always been, and that you are one with the Father, and you are one with the Mother, and that what you really are, what we really are, is pure happiness. Pure love, pure light. And then when you're looking from this single eye, then you become everything. And you, at the same time, you become nobody. And all is innocent, all is pure, just like these flowers. All I see is love here. All I see is perfection here. All I see is beauty. And even here, there's only perfection. And this is a very great practice, is to see the perfection everywhere. All these beautiful beings out on their walk, everything is perfect. Everything is free. And you get to choose. See, you are the one that is entertaining thoughts and emotions. And you have the choice to rise out of it, to rise out of the self-created misery, and to witness it, to watch it for what it really is, an illusion, and to go beyond the confusion, go beyond the idea of separation, and choose to come into the oneness of divine love. And I'm gonna offer a few what we'll call practices to drop into this state, okay? Literal, like, technical things that you can do to drop in to the heart center. So one of them that has been very helpful to me is, wow, beautiful flower shop right here. One of them that has been very helpful to me is the I am. So all you do is you just say I am. And then see what remains after the words I am disappear. And just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep saying I am. And invoke, develop the feeling of love, the feeling of joy, of appreciation with the words I am. And you'll basically realize that you're held and that you are this, what we call this divine energy, this divine intelligence, this God consciousness, this field of energy. That's what we really are. And I am appearing to you in this form right now via YouTube, but I am way more than just this. physicality, right? So sending all of you love. I'm gonna walk towards the sauna in contemplation, in gratitude, and asking how I can be of best service, how I can help people grow, how I can be kind, how I can be generous. And I will take you on my adventure tonight to the beautiful sauna. And my night has changed a little bit. I was thinking to go to this dance party. There's this DJ Mose that is coming to the city tonight. And honestly, I had a conversation with Jade that just put me in a different state. And I no longer wanted to go. So I'm just following this feeling and trusting and knowing that I am held everywhere I go and I am guided everywhere I go. And that I am loved everywhere I go. So this was a very long intro, but I'm happy to share my being with you, knowing that I am you and you are simply watching yourself through the screen. So greeting you in the love and in the light, leaving you in the love and in the light. And I am that I am. Let's have some fun. Alright, so the first things first that's coming up is to share about the ring around my neck. I realize that it's not a common occurrence to walk across a being on the streets. I'm currently in Toronto and I'm by myself, so definitely, an anomaly walking with a massive golden fire 6 gauge or a harmonizing ring on me. But walking in confidence, walking in truth, and walking in my power, because this is what I would do regardless. And it's just really funny. Anyways, and I also have a camera in my hands. I can't really show you this camera, but it's just interesting to experience life. And there's never a dull moment, It's such a beautiful thing. So I'm going to take a deep breath. Smell that air pollution. Smell that garbage. And know that that too is of the perfection. So basically anybody tuning in and that's still with me, I've been going for like 12 minutes here so far. It's probably going to be a long vlog, but that's okay. If you have happened to stick with me, then you now will receive the code. So the way that I like to share this and interpret this is we're creating a beam of light or of life force energy, and it's also the chi, right, the vital life force, and it's basically constantly giving to us because we've created this ring, this closed loop after we've twisted the wire and we've cut it to a precise measurement. And it happens to be that it creates this infinite flow of energy, this vortex or this torus, this toroidal field. And the way I see the rings is that they're assistants and supports on our journey, right? We don't need them, so to speak, but the tool of it is miraculous because it's constantly giving us this positive energy and keeping us energized, helping us to transmute, especially in this time. I'm probably looking around here. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised that there's not a cell phone tower, but anyways, regardless of that, is even these electrical lines here, these are giving off, everything is electricity, so these are giving off frequencies and energies. And we know that there's constructive energy and destructive energy, right? Just like I've been teaching about how there's a positive thought, right? There's an expansive thought, a thought of love, of appreciation, of gratitude that will actually expand you and heal you. And then there's destructive thoughts where if you hold them long enough, then you can basically, you create disease in the body. And not only your physical body, but all of your bodies. So basically, consciousness is responding to itself, and knowing that everything is frequency and vibration, then you're really unlocking the code, because once you have a ring on, you basically are now like encompassed in this field, right? So I'm like holding it over, and there's a Tesla right here. So these are the Teslas, very electrical vehicles, right? And the EMF, we know that it can be damaging if you're exposed to it, because whether you believe it or not, is you're basically responding, and you're affected by all of life. And basically when you tap into like your purest energy, it's all subtle and it's unseen, right? Like you don't see your Wi-Fi router's frequency, but it's giving you internet at your home. That's why I make the Wi-Fi rings, because they harmonize and they restructure. And just like an alchemist, that's why I love the rings, because they're their own alchemists. They're their own living, breathing beings that are basically just like transmuting negative into positive, or harmful into harmonious. What song is that? I wrote this song called New Earth Now Party Time, Shakti Rise. It's like animal to angel, demonic to divine, awakening's been painful, it's the evolution, heart open, it's the revolution. In this, full to harm. Anyways, something about harmful to harmony. This is pure alchemy. Animal to angel, demonic to divine, awakening's been painful, it's the evolution, heart open, it's a revolution. So this is it. It's alchemy, and from harmonizing the EMF, structuring water, balancing our field of energy, and then metaphysically, it's like the 0 point, right? So it's like this infinite potential, and I found that rings work really well with intention. So they're almost like chilling, waiting around for you to program them with intention, or more like program the field. And you don't have to speak to them. You can telepathically communicate with them through your mind. When you start to get into, the truth of energy exchanges, like you don't need to talk to someone to communicate with them. In fact, a lot of the times talking is just kind of filling a space in this realm, which is interesting. Oh, it's interesting here, the hexagon. So I make the charging plates that are hexagonal, inspired by my brother Quantum Vortex Orgone, brother Tim in the UK. And yeah, the hexagon is interesting because I also find this one interesting. Basically, it's like the I think the sacred cubit ring creates like a hexagonal water, which is so cool. I always find this one interesting. Love that. Peace, love, wisdom, strength, courage, nobility, endurance, patience, diligence, vigilance, harmony, justice, sacrifice, truth, and light. A lot of codes going on in this one. A lot of hexagons. Anyways, yeah, I'm just sharing. But yeah, that's really what the rings do. You know, there's supports, assistance, and metaphysically speaking, they're like some of my best friends that has been with me through years. And actually giving thanks for these rings and the harmonizers is when I didn't know what to do next, I would just make a ring. And I know that people may be able to relate to this because it's such a creative, potent act to like really stop and make that ring with intention and precision. You know, there's a lot that goes into it. Although it's very simple, it's actually very in alignment with the universe, which is actually like the universe is simple and it wants to support simplicity. But yeah, love the rings, give thanks. Yeah, it's so interesting, the looks that one is getting with this camera. You don't really see this camera so much, but I just got to get used to it. And yeah, I feel like for now, I shared a little bit about the rings. Oh my god, okay. That's enough for now. I'm gonna turn this off and we're gonna make our way to the sauna, continuing. And there's gonna be a lot of interesting things on the way, I know it. Anyways, little last code is, see, I got the words, I love you, please forgive me, I am sorry, thank you. And we know that water's listening. I love you, water. And got the Muna's logo, which is a Taurus. And then this one's cool, it's got the I am, vitality, love, light, truth, harmony, and wisdom, and sacred geometry. So it's basically charging up this water with very divine harmonic geometries and frequencies. And then got it in this blue bottle, shout out Blue Bottle Love. And I put some Ormus in there with some distilled water. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on and I'll see you soon. I love you. Peace and love, brother.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, brother.
Oh yeah, I love it.
See? Peace and love. Wow. Yeah, that's a good start. Okay. So what I was going to say was, how do I help? How do I assist? How do I help people grow, right? How do I help beings grow? Well, I want to refer to our brother David R. Hawkins, who had the quote, the reference of like lifting the boats on the sea, and as you raise your level of consciousness, you become naturally of service to this earth, right? So I want to share this because, you know, I walk around these streets and sometimes I wonder, you know, like I wonder this place needs help. And it's a potential that's why I came here, to assist in raising the frequency and vibration of the collective consciousness. And there's another quote that is your own self-realization is the greatest service you can give to the earth. And I really love that because it's really going inside and becoming your fullest, most loving, most kind, most generous self, and then actually exemplifying that on this earth, and that's how we shift things. Another thing that came to mind is today was earlier, faith without works is dead. That there's a saying, faith without works is dead. And I kind of joked around saying faith without works is like a burger without a patty. Right? What is a burger without a patty? And what I'm trying to share here, there's that word, trying, interesting. What I am sharing here is really the essence of love, is what's coming through, the essence of love. How can we dissolve back into love? And that's what it's really about, right? That dissolving, that merging is watching and witnessing a thought, which is just an image on the screen, watching it fall away and realizing that you are already that. And when you're in this natural state of consciousness, then you can now transmit this message with clarity and in any way that you want to transmit this message, just like through this YouTube video. Because at the end of the day, is my message is my life, and it will always be the same. It will always be, you know, love. And we also have to practice what we preach. You know, not to be somebody that is theoretically grasping spirituality and metaphysics and all of these higher consciousness realizations, right? But to actually, I'm gonna tap in here. Hi.
Hi.
I'm filming a video. Or what are you sharing?
Yeah, reading?
What are you sharing? About
Wow.
God?
Very good.
Yeah, the copper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sharing a video right now. I'm talking about
You
basically
reading?
God.
If it's a reading for you?
No, I don't need a reading, because I realize that, like, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no point of getting read. You can't read the self. Okay. So my experience there is they asked me for a reading, right? And that's interesting because it kind of lines up with what I was saying about, you know, this theoretical spirituality, or referring to the stars, or, you know, looking the part, or some sort of some reading on me. But how can you read me? How, like, I don't believe in astrology. I actually realize that there's true teachings out here that what I've been so blessed with is to come by true teachers like Ramana Maharshi. Thank you, Ramana, for pointing me the way very quickly, and David R. Hawkins. Like, these are just a couple of the many, many teachers that have actually, thank God, the grace of God is with me because I've been put on the right track, because I'm not looking outside of myself for who I am, because I am that. And that is the essence of spirituality. Like, that is everything, is to realize that you are that. You are God. Like, I and my Father are one. There's no separation there. Right? We don't need astrology. You don't need a tarot deck. You don't need any of that. All that's entertainment. All of that is fluff. The real teachings is going through the nitty-gritty of how to basically transcend the identification with the ego, period. And basically to detach and take your identification away from the thoughts and to actually abide as the light itself, as the real self. So no, I will not accept your readings, or I won't pay you for your readings. I'm not gonna waste my money for that. Rather buy some Ormus. And see, I am yet just another expression, another fractal of consciousness. And what I'm saying isn't the only way. There's so many ways to truth and to love. And I just want to share truth and love. And there's not really any need to share it because we are it. Wow, okay. See, currently I'm walking down Bloor Street in Toronto, if anybody is aware of Bloor Street. You could imagine, there's some vibes going on. And I've decided to walk because many reasons is there's pros and cons, right? I don't really want to get on the subway, and it's just nice to walk. But the con is I look kind of insane talking to this camera, but I think people realize it. We're in the age of AI. But hey, I am a star. I am the central sun. And yeah, it's not really about what you're doing. It's about who you're being and just enjoying the experience and the beauty of everything that life is. But yeah, walking, you're also like inhaling all of this really pollution. Like I was walking earlier and I started coughing, and I realized it was like the air quality here. So that's one thing still about being in Toronto. But hey, I'm gonna be in the mountains soon, breathing in that fresh prana. But that's why I stay steady detoxing and just taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And don't eat that. Eat cherries. Okay, we'll continue on soon. Okay, think I've made an executive decision here, and I'm gonna hop on that subway right there. It's gonna shorten the trip by like 45 minutes, and ultimately I would love to get in the sauna because that was my intention, was to really meditate and tap in, and I'm aware that you can't tap out, but to really just sink in and have a good sweat, have a good cold plunge. So yeah, I'm going to this place called Othership. I usually go to this beautiful sauna ice bath place called Alter, but Alter's closed today. So yeah, it's just nice to take you family on a journey, and just for the fun of vlogging and of capturing divinity. Underway, here we are. Let's do it. Hey, brother. Thank you, brother. There's like $3.75 there. Thank you, brother. Oh, beautiful. Humans are so beautiful. Oh, wait. The Toronto subway. Anyways, let's teleport to Alter. We're going east.
Oh, it's just her credit card, right? I would insist, we would let them itemize everything because you wouldn't want to give her up anymore.
Oh yeah, perfect timing. See, the hexagon is everywhere. The hexagon.
The next station is Spadina. Spadina Station. Spadina Station.
So I realized that we only have like 2 minutes left on this SD card. So I'm gonna make this 2 minutes worthwhile. So this is the most gold I can share in this time frame, so let's do it. The only condition required for prayer is that you believe that your prayers are already realized. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, because you are everything and it's all within you. Just feel it, and the world will magnetize it right back to you. I'm gonna take a little clip of when I'm out of the sauna, so I'll see you after Othership, family. Gonna be all freshened up, and I'll have like a minute of wisdom to share, and this will be the video. One love. Okay, we have 2 minutes left. The hexagonal floors at the restaurant here, because I'm waiting till 8. I'm abiding till 8 to get in the sauna. So I'm just here chilling. Gonna get some reading in. Got a little avocado toast. And yeah, just wanted to share the hexagonal floors. And I will see you after the sauna. I want you to ask yourself what this means. The hexagon. Look into it. Basically, you'll realize that all is sacred geometry and all is divine. And all is love. Greetings, family. It's a little bit later out right now. I just got out of the sauna and it was amazing. It was exactly what I was hoping for. Peace and sweat and quietness, and the space was extremely loud. If you know about Othership, you'll know it's a very loud sauna and a lot of people chatting and you can't really tell what anybody's saying. But I just kept my peace through all of it, and maybe that's the message I want to close this video is no matter what your mind tells you, your emotions, the outside world swaying you this way and that way, stay in your heart center and be the I am. Be the calm poise within the storm. One love. We happen to have a few more moments here together. If you're watching this, just know that I love you. You are home. You are held by the I am forever, which is all of our eternal homes. Divine love itself. Om Namah Shivaya. Thanks for tuning in.